What is a basic skill that you grew up thinking everyone had until you saw others do it so horribly? Laundry. Especially emptying the dryer lint. So many places I've stayed had bad dryers that were packed full of lint. How these people did not start a fire is amazing. I'm shocked at how bad some people are at following written directions. Not travel, but like assemble furniture, follow a recipe or experiment, read an instruction manual, hygiene, swimming. I feel like I need to be a lifeguard every time I go swimming and watch some people flail wildly in the water they could just stand in. I kid you not. I lived with a guy once who had a butler his whole life. Things I taught him. 1. The funky knife with a hole in it is not useless. It's a potato peeler. 2. You open cans with a can opener. 3. Nothing needs to be microwaved for 10 minutes. For the record, I really liked this guy and he was incredibly fun and kind. Sewing. I thought I was a mediocre sewer because I wasn't great at cross-stitch and embroidery. Turns out fixing a button or seam is a skill. Cooking. Using a washer and dryer. Cleaning. Most importantly, cleaning. I had a terrible experience with some roommates. Just couldn't clean up after themselves. Forgot who's made the mess. And would constantly blame the house being dirty on me. Me, who would literally wash every plate after I used it. Never left a dish in the sink. Would take out the trash fairly often for everyone. And whenever I had guests over, I cleaned up the apartment and left it the way I found it. If not better. Had to move back into my mom's house for peace of mind. I would have caught a charge back there. Eventually. Cooking. Mopping. Sweeping. I thought that everyone younger than me knows how to do basic computer troubleshooting. Turns out a fair of people younger than myself don't know how to look up answers online. It honestly baffled me. Basic cooking skills. I once saw a guy try to cook pasta by dumping raw pasta shells in a frying pan with a little oil. Edit. Oh wow, I didn't expect this many replies. It's still pretty amazing watching how some people use their phones and computers. Like you could give some leeway in the 90s and earlier. Computers back then were fairly complicated for a lot of functions. But after 30+ years of design refinements to make them about as easy to use as possible. Plenty of people, including younger people, interact with them as if they're afraid it will get mad at them personally if they mess up. Being able and willing to figure stuff out. A lot of basic skills aren't that complicated. And in this day, if it is complicated, the internet almost certainly has dozens, hundreds, or more tutorials. Quitting because, I don't know how, should not be the answer. I wish more were taught to figure things out. Or seek the help. Answers to get it done. Edit. Being. Not begin. Using the index of a book. I'm still amazed at how many people my age still can't use computers properly. I don't mean in the too old or too poor category. I'm talking about the sheer number of people in my age group who skipped past computers and went straight to smartphones. I'm 21. Being gentle with your things. Anytime we get help from siblings and their spouses, I'm astounded by how roughly they treat all of their things, how rough of a job they're okay with accepting. Also when assembling furniture. My best mate put together a set of shelves using a drill as a driver on the short and easy to insert Allen keyed screws. Stripped half of the heads and forced a few in at slightly off angles and also stripped their threads a bit. Like, what are you doing, bro? Could have just used an Allen key by hand and put it together in the same time without damaging anything.